Good morning, YouTubers. Forest Boy here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. Well, it's been a while. I've been away traveling. I was in Croatia, then I was in Albania. So I've not actually done any filming. This is just a short video just to let you know what I've been doing and what's coming up. I've got a lot planned over the next few months. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do in this short video. So if that's of interest, get yourself a cup of tea, join me after the intro. Well, I finally got a nice day here in the UK. I mean, well, it has been so cold. The month of June has been terrible. I mean, yesterday afternoon, my wife and I gave in and put the heating back on in the house. We were just sat there shivering in the cold, thinking, what is the point of this? It's ridiculous. So we actually put the heating back on. I don't know why we have this psychological block where, well, it's May or June or whatever the month is, or we can't put the heating on, so we sit there in the cold. Anyway, we gave in and put it on. Yeah, so we've been away travelling, the wife and I, for the last month really. We went with some friends to a beautiful little town just outside of Dubrovnik. Excuse me. Just outside of Dubrovnik in Croatia, which was absolutely stunning. We stayed in a gorgeous hotel up on the edge of a cliff overlooking the bay. It was idyllic. It was like something off a Hollywood movie. The weather was fantastic. We had a lovely time with some friends. Farmers are busy at the moment. Yeah, we had a great time with friends. A well-needed break. And we were back then about 10 days, I think, and it was our 25th wedding anniversary this year. We were together 30 years, married 25, so we decided to do something a bit different. My wife's idea. She's always the one that comes up with the strange ideas. So we went to Albania. We couldn't organise it at local travel agents because they didn't do trips to Albania. There was only the odd flights to Albania. So we spoke to a travel agent in Albania. They were very helpful, but they couldn't organise flights and things. So in the end, we did it ourselves. We're very used to organising our own trips. We did everything ourselves, hotels, car hire, flights, the whole thing. So we flew out to Tirana, which is the capital of Albania. It ended up being an 8-9 day trip because of the way the flights worked out, but what a fantastic trip. We picked up a car at Tirana airport, drove straight into the centre of the city. Wow, that was an experience. Driving Albania is not for the faint-hearted. There's a system and it works, and from all my travelling around the world, I've got used to driving in strange countries. A lot of third world countries I've driven in, and there's always a system, there's always a way that works, so you just have to observe what the locals are doing and then do what they do. That way you'll survive. If you go there with your Western head on, oh, this is wrong, they're doing that wrong and they're doing this wrong, then you'll get killed or seriously injured anyway, because they know how to survive there, whether you like it or not, or whether it's right or wrong. That's how it works. So anyway, we drove straight into the centre of Albania, stayed there for 3 days. What a fabulous city. Sorry, not Albania, Tirana. What a fantastic city. A great cafe culture. We were walking around at 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. Felt completely safe, felt very welcome. Beautiful food. We had a fabulous hotel right in the centre of the city. We thoroughly enjoyed it. Absolutely, really enjoyed it. It was such a shock. So from there we drove for about 4 hours to a place called Gjirokasta. We spent a couple of days there. It's a UNESCO heritage place. It's a beautiful old town up on the top of a mountain. You have to walk up these horrendous cobbled streets to get to it. But again, just a magical place. And again, the highlight was the people. They were so generous, they were so kind, they were so intelligent, the way they spoke to you. It was fabulous. Albania can have a bad reputation, but honestly, we just had the best time there. So we left Gjirokasta. After a couple of days, we drove down to a seaside place then called Sarande. We didn't realise at the time it's a cruise ship town, so it was a bit expensive, to be honest. We stopped off on the way at a natural spring called Blue Eye. I will try and put some photographs up as I'm over this commentary. Yeah, we stopped at a natural spring called Blue Eye. It was such a shock, just a beautiful place. And there were squadrons of blue butterflies flying all over the place while we were there. It was just fantastic. I'd sprained my ankle the day before, so we hired a little electric, I'll call it a motorbike, a little electric scooter thing, because it was a 2-kilometre walk from the car park up to the spring. So we hired this, and it was great fun. So from there we went on down to Sarande, which is only about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. And we spent our last 4 or 5 days in Sarande. Again, a fabulous town. There's a big promenade there, which pedestrian promenade. It's safe to walk. It goes by the marina. It was fantastic. It really was fantastic. From Sarande, we could have caught a ferry over to Corfu and flown home from Corfu, but we decided to drive back across the mountains to Tirana. Fantastic drive. If you ever take your motorbike out there, do the SH78 and the SH8. They are phenomenal roads. Not for the faint-hearted, mind. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. Nor is the driving out there. The driving is interesting. I'll leave it at that. So that was our 25th wedding anniversary gift to each other, and it was absolutely fantastic. We had such a great time, and it was a great way to celebrate, because we've had a rough old couple of years. We've had 4 deaths in the family. I've had the cancer to deal with, so it's been a rough old time, and we definitely needed that break together. So what's next? Well, I've just finished servicing the bike. It's been up on the Abba Skylift. If you've never used an Abba Skylift, oh my god, what a great bit of kit. I'll put some pictures up of that with the bike on it, with both wheels off. My wife bought it for me a few years ago after I had an injury. I had a GSA at the time, and I had an injury. It wasn't bike related, but I smashed my shoulder and one thing and another. And I was really struggling to do anything with the bikes. And I saw this thing at a show, and anyway, she bought me one, and it's a great bit of kit. It's a hydraulic lift basically that lifts the bike off the ground completely, and you can do all bits and pieces. You can do your wheels, your tires, your brakes, you can do whatever you want. So the Dunlop Trailmax Raids have come off. Not sure what's going on here. The Dunlop Trailmax Raids have come off. I've fitted 2 new Michelin 6s. I've fitted all new brake pads, front and rear. I've cleaned out all the calipers, front and rear, in preparation for the Alps trip, which starts in a few days' time. I'm taking when is it, 8 or 10, I can't remember, 8 or 10 guys on a trip down through the Alps. We're doing 5 different countries and about 3,000 miles door to door, I would think, by the time we get back home. I will make a video series of that. When I come back, I'll start producing a series of the Alps trip. I think we got 34 high cols included. We're going up to Cormier in Italy. Hopefully the Skywalk will be open and we can go up there, up to Mont Blanc. We've got 3. From door to door it's a 14-day trip, but the first day really is just down to Folkestone and then spending the night there. The trip starts properly in earnest the day after, and the same coming back really. The last night is just outside of Calais, ready to catch the channel home the next day. So there are 12 days abroad. Of those 12 days, 3 will be 2-night stopovers. So guys, can I do it? Well, there are ride outs planned for the stopover for the second day of the stopovers, but obviously guys, if you guys don't want to do them, they don't have to do them. They're planned. I'll be doing them as long as one person wants to do them, then I'll do them. Yeah, we're doing some really high peaks. We've been keeping it on the weather because at the moment, well, a week ago there was still snow on a lot of the mountain passes, and people were getting caught out up there. They weren't open, so, but we've got another few days. In fact, by the time we get to the high passes, we've got another 9 days probably, maybe even 10, so I'm sure they'll be open by then. I hope they will. There's going to be an awful lot of rerouting to do. So that's what's planned for the next 3 weeks. That'll take me into early July. Then again, I'm home 10 days again, and the wife and I are taking this bike out to Ireland, and I'll make another short series. It won't be a huge series of videos for that one, but I will make a series because we're going to do part of the Kerry Ring, the Rink of Skerrig, Ward Atlantic Way, so it'll be bits and pieces. So I will make a short series for that one, but the main one will be the Alps. So a busy period. By the time I've edited and produced all that lot, we're probably going to be into the autumn. So that's what's coming up, folks. Hopefully there'll be some good videos produced from it. I'm really looking forward to the trip to the Alps. As I said on a previous video, my son's joining me, but he can't do the whole thing because he's got work commitments. So he's joining us on day 3 in Switzerland. down by Lake Geneva. And when we leave Menton on day 11, he'll be coming home in 2 days because he has to get back for work. We'll be coming home in 3 days. So he'll get the best of the trip. He'll get all the high peaks and the cols and the passes and the gorges. So he'll get all the best bits. He won't get to do Germany and the B500 and that, but I've chucked it in because we didn't want to ride all the way through France in both directions. But it's pretty boring there with the restrictive speed limits on it. So anyway, it's what it is. So that's what's coming up. I just thought I'd do a little short video to let you know. So that's it for now. It was just a quickie, as I say. I just had to pop out for 10 minutes, so I thought I'd quickly knock this up and let people know what's going on. So this is Forest Boy. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the subscriptions and the comments and the likes. It all helps, and it makes me realise that it's worth doing it, because some days it can be quite hard to get out and go and do it, but I do enjoy it. So this is Forest Boy signing out. Ride safe, take care, see you all again. Bye for now.